all black.
Why did you say it like that?
It's cool.
You said it like a door opening there.
In a Japanese
All black.
onsen, which you will understand the context to when you listen to this episode, maybe?
Yes, that does get brought up, and facts are shared, and theories are blown wide open, and that's what this podcast is all about.
We are the theory fact blowers.
We're the true crime of doors podcast.
What's the opposite of crime?
Law
Law-abiding.
Yeah.
We're a true law-abiding podcast.
Yeah. Remember when I had my Untrue Crimes podcast for like a day and then it was gone, taken from me?
Well,
Shocking.
BBC Sounds.
BBC Sounds? More like BBC, not that sound actually.
Well, like BBC's listening and remembering.
Yeah. Actually, BBC,
Oh, they're
good to me.
No, they're good for me as well.
I mean, I've been on BBC a lot. I've been on BBC that much recently that my old physics teacher reached out to me
Wow.
to let me know that fact.
To apologise for the abuse.
Well, there was no abuse.
Okay, good.
He was sound.
Thought it was like that bit in Begonia where Stav roasts. Have you seen it?
Begonia?
Uh-huh.
Is that like a Bug's Life sort of thing?
It's a bit like A Bug's Life. Stavros Halkias plays a policeman,
Right.
who checks back in with someone and he's like, sorry, I used to abuse you.
What?
It's crazy.
Wow.
You need to see this film. Probably the best film I've seen from the last couple of years. I mean, it's absolutely wild.
Where do the bugs fit into it?
So it's about no, this isn't the podcast, but it's about basically this guy whose mum was killed by like a corporation built a place and the mum got sick from the industrial waste.
Right.
He comes to the conclusion that the owner of the corporation, the CEO, played by Emma Stone, is an alien from a different planet.
Right.
So kidnaps her until she admits that she is an alien.
So sort of bug like, oh wait, I've seen clips of that.
Yeah.
And she's in the basement
Yeah.
and she's like, there's going to be like so many people here. And they're like, oh, two wee guys.
It's good.
I saw another film recently.
You saw another film?
Saw another film.
Rascals Film Club. Here we go. Go to the pictures, get your popcorn, sit down, watch the film, and the trailers and the adverts, then the film begins to start. It's Rascals Film Club.
Yeah. And it was pretty good actually.
There you go. Thanks so much for joining us for Rascals Film Club.
Well, anyway, thanks for joining us here. This is the Paul Black episode.
Yes, this is the Paul Black episode.
Yeah.
And listen, if you're enjoying the podcast, you like the stuff we do, our film criticism, other facets of what we do. Listen, you can support us, the facets and faucets. If you want to support us, you can join the patreon.com/shooting ropes. And you can sign up for that, and then you get an extra episode every week. Yeah. And you get, advanced notice of when live shows are coming up, and you get ad-free versions of the episode because we're all fucking fed up of listening to. Listen, we all love Acast here at Lancho de la Lorenzo, but I think that's how Scooby-Doo says it.
And you wouldn't have to listen to adverts such as...
Hi, I'm Toby, and this week we've got Peter Crouch to ask him, what's your favourite Scooby-Doo villain? I said, well, mental health's hard, and I'm too tall.
So you wouldn't get podcasts like that.
We'll be taking Peter Crouch on a tour of Japanese onsen and seeing which doors he fits under easily.
Listen, when you get the contact to that later on in this episode,
You'll
or indeed in the extra episode on Patreon, you will absolutely scream at that callback.
You go, wow, he called it right back there.
Listen to this episode twice if you want to fully understand it. It's like Tenet. You see that?
Tenet?
It's one of these films you've not seen. Tenet?
I do. I'd like a kind of Tenet.
Wouldn't mind that kind of Tenet's trying to make my head work after I watched that film as confusing as that one.
I tried to message Tenets on Instagram to get a free shirt, one of the cool shirts they've got. It's like the black and yellow one with the Tenets, like a really cool
black and
football
yellow,
shirt.
black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
I messaged them like, oh, I'm going to Boston. I just see you've got these. Like, how can I get these? And they're like, oh, you can just buy it off the internet. And I was like, oh, well, I wouldn't actually have time to get it delivered. Like, is there anywhere I could get it like in person? They're like, I've got some in stock in the brewery. And I was like, he's only picking up what I'm putting down, tenants. I love yous, and you'll never work with me. I've got your fucking T tattooed on my leg, you rat bastards. Is it there? Can you see it? I've got it's like there. I love yous. And you don't want to end the day with me. Is that why? Is it because I love you too much?
Anyway, we are having the time of our life this week. I don't know what it's like to be completely dedicated to a brand and they refuse to work with you in any way. Oh, it's phenomenal. Anyway, you are in for a treat this week. We've got Paul Black, PB, personal best.
That's like that.
PB Bamboozler is here.
Well, I don't know about PB Bamboozler.
I'm personal best. You're the PB Bamboozler.
Right.
He's Paul Black. We're all PB. And you're a bit of a PB Bamboozler.
In what way?
You got pubes and you bamboozle people.
All right, fair enough. I'll take it.
Confirmed. So check that out that you're listening to it already. And I hope you enjoy them. Shooting rules, shooting rules, shooting rules. Tremolo
pod.
It can get awful lonesome on the range. In hard times, strangers can seem strange. When a noose appears and there ain't no hope, whip out your pistol and shoot a rope. Shooting rope, shooting rope, shooting rope.
What is the most illegal thing you've ever done?
Do you know what I hate? I just don't shoplift, and I want to. Because everybody is, and I just felt like I missed out on a big chunk of my life not shoplifting.
Who's shoplifting?
Everybody.
I used to do it all the time.
All the time?
All the time.
What stuff?
Not anymore.
What have you stole?
I stole a lot of stuff out in Switzerland
Mm-hmm.
because, do you know what I mean? It's easier.
It's neutral.
They're very neutral.
Yeah.
So they're neither pro or against it.
Yes.
I shoplift out of B&Q all the time.
Still?
Aye. Well, I mean, if I'm in, do you know what I mean?
Aye.
But it's easy to do that because you just take all the stuff up in a big trolley and you make sure you show all the barcodes, but you hide stuff underneath the stuff and they scan all the barcodes and then you walk out with it.
This is what I learned about IKEA. So, someone I know told me that you could get a big plant that's like 50 quid and just put it in a £10 plant pot, scan the plant pot.
Aye.
Not that I've done it, but you can do it.
Wait, so it's not the plant that's heavy, it's the pot?
It's not about the weight.
It's not about the heaviness. What are you talking about?
It's about the prices. You see. That's how shoplifting works.
It's about the prices?
Aye. And I'd really need to be doing it more.
I thought it
Quite
was
frankly.
like, oh, look.
Do you think shoplifting's down to weight?
Well, it is when you're doing it in a self-service capacity.
But M&S isn't weighed. M&S self-checkouts aren't weighed.
That's right, because they trust you.
That's
know
like
that.
a class.
Yeah. Because
You
they think
gotta
they
get
only
that.
steal those middle class people.
The one in Partick at Crow Road has guards who look over at the...
But they do
bet.
spot. It's just your luck. Like, I wouldn't want to get. I think it could be the ultimate humiliation getting caught shoplifting. I think that could be the worst thing that could ever happen.
Well,
to
look
you.
what it did to Beetlejuice woman.
Who? Winona Ryder.
Winona Ryder.
And then see, that's just part of life because she had the big comeback, didn't she? Stranger Things and all that. So it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, 20 years later, you will have a career.
Aye, and we need to have dips. Do you know what I mean?
So
Can't win all
if
the
you
time.
got caught at the IKEA in Braehead shoplifting a big plant pot 20 years later, Paul Black comeback, you're...
Stranger Things too.
And I'm sure I would have learned a lot about myself in the years where I wasn't getting much work. You
She's
know?
beautiful.
Maybe would have started a family or something.
Yeah. You and Winona Ryder?
No, me, like, I don't know what she's been up to, but she
Yeah.
seems all right now.
Yeah.
But then I seen her somewhere and I would use the word, she looked like she was tweaking. So
She was tweaking on that.
on that, who knows what.
She's honking that bobo.
She's honking the bobo.
Honking the bobo?
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
He says it all the time.
Honking the bobo?
It's a Aerosmith album called Honking on Bobo.
That's not a good album title. I wouldn't buy that.
That's the worst thing Steven Tyler's ever done.
No, it's no. Do you know what the worst thing he's ever done is having his daughter play a stripper in his music video?
Yeah, it's weird.
That
isn't
was
it?
weirder than honking on Bobo.
It's quite Trump and
You've got
honking
to
that
get your foot
Bobo.
in the door somewhere. Do you know what I
I
mean?
know, true.
If your dad's
Nepotism.
Steven Tyler, you have
You
to.
don't get your foot in your door's funny though.
Have you ever heard of the type of dog called an Afghan hound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen a puppy of them
I've
recently.
never seen one in real life, but they look like Steve Tyler.
Yeah, yeah.
They've got a very similar face.
What else have you shoplifted?
I actually have. I actually stole. Do you remember bars? Like they used to be 29p cans. God knows what they are now.
89.
Whoa.
Oh, you're joking.
Are they 89p?
I would
now?
have said £1.25 if I was to take a guess, but they were 29.
Atrocious. That's fucking.
This is why we don't get the.
I was just the camera there. I was
That's
like,
right. Someone, the minister for price regulation walked in there, and I gave him what for?
well, I stole one of them for a shop by accident, and I went back in and said, "I'm really sorry about this."
I've stole by accident.
Aye,
I was stoned in Farm Foods when I was 21, and I realised I didn't have enough money for the Iron Brew.
That's the most 21-year-old thing to be doing. That's the most I'm 21-year-old story. Stoned in Farm Foods.
Try
is
to
how
buy
it
Iron
always
Brew,
starts.
realising I don't
Lana
have
Del
enough
Rey
money.
album title. Stoned in Farm Foods at 21.
I was stoned in Farm Foods?
That's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was kind of the end of my stealing career, but I'd like to really give it a go.
What happened was I realised I didn't have enough money, went, I'll put that back and put it in my pocket to go, well, I'm not buying that, so I'll put that in my pocket and I'll walk back, and then I just forgot because I was stoned, and I just left. And then I was like, fuck,
How did you feel afterwards?
terrified. It's quite para.
Wow. In case they came for you, the Farm Foods.
The Farm Foods Mafia.
Wow.
Well, that was my local supermarket, so I was like, I can never go back there.
No.
Yeah.
But we did, when in our former podcast, we did a live show which had a sponsor, and we were talking about shoplifting, and we were saying, everyone just start doing it again. And then the sponsor has invited everyone. Should I say this? Probably not.
It's fine.
The sponsor invited everyone back after our live show to their showroom
Yeah.
in a shopping centre. And I was like, for fuck's sake, we've just said to everyone on stage, everyone, next chance you get shoplift, but we're in a glasses shop full of exposed glasses that you could just bump.
Yeah. And there are black market opticians.
What?
Yeah.
What?
There are black market opticians where if you take a pair of glasses that don't have your prescription, you can take the frame down
Yeah.
and they will surreptitiously inscribe your prescription in the glass. And, that's how I got these. I took a pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses to a black market optician. In the space, there was a kind of market that opened up where Woolworths and Partick used to be, and then it became a Poundland. But for a while, it was like a kind of mini Barras in the West End. It was crazy.
Right. When you say black market, this feels less.
It's a black market opticians. For
It feels less crazy than I think you're.
Try fucking doing that in Specsavers. See what they do for you. They go, we don't do that here.
See, when you said that, one of my favourite bits of yours where you speak about Specky surely being a binary thing. You can't be the speckiest kind of ever
You're
seen.
either Specky or Specky.
You're kind of playing into that there. I would say you're getting speckier with each passing
Every word.
moment of every word you just said there. The fact that there is a black market for glasses, that's pretty specky knowledge.
Yeah, man.
It feels like you just went to an independent glasses store rather than
It just wasn't a Specsavers.
with the Specsavers, you're like, it's the black market, it's the underworld of the glasses. Oh,
Roscoe, this guy had tattoos.
right. Okay, what did
Yeah.
they have tattoos of?
Glasses. And skulls and stuff.
Glasses and skulls. Yeah, skulls wearing glasses.
That'd be quite good.
That would actually be quite good.
Right.
And you're not a specky yourself?
No, never
Never.
have been.
No.
His
I
eyes
doubt
are
I
too
will
big.
be. My eyes are. I've got big eyes, and with that comes the power of 1,000 pixels.
Yeah. But he
Aye.
would, if he was wearing glasses, he would be seen over the top of them and shit because his eyes are so big.
Oh,
Yeah.
we can't get glasses to fit you. But I was often not a specky person, but I realised I was. I'd never had an eye test. And then
You're just squinting a lot.
Aye. And then I found out I have an anti-stigmatism, just a stigmatism.
Astigmatism. Rugby ball eyes.
Whoa.
You get them rugby ball. You got them rugby ball eyes.
What the fuck's a rugby ball eye? Have I
You
got
got
it?
it?
Well, I have one. I have a lazy
Astigmatism?
eye. That's what they said. The word
don't have a
meant
lazy
lazy eye, and I thought that was exclusively reserved for people with squints. Can you say squint?
Wait, I said that already.
Well, it's real.
Yeah.
So we can't deny reality.
Some people have a
but
squint.
I didn't know. I thought, and then they said, you've got a lazy eye. And I was like, that's not me, sorry. I must be looking at somebody else's
looking
eyes.
at a picture of somebody else's eyes right now.
I think you have a lazy eye if you're looking at me and saying that.
Yeah, well, I've got that. And my vision is bad. And I need to wear specs. I got prescription sunglasses.
How do you feel about that?
Great.
Yeah.
Because when you're driving, you don't nearly die all the time.
Yeah.
Which is a safety issue at the end of the day. And you
I
need
get
to be wearing
it.
your
I get
specs.
really bad, like, it's called photophobia, like light sensitivity. So see when it's been raining a wee bit and the sun's out and I'm driving, all I'm doing is sneezing. Terrifying. And I'm like, I can't
I've
really...
never sneezed a lot when I'm driving. Not try to jump on your thing. but-
No, you're in now as well. You're in now.
I
You're
didn't know
in
that's
in
what
the
was
club.
happening.
Aye, light sensitivity.
Yeah.
Terrifying. It was also really bad when we used to drive high as fuck at night and
Yes.
everybody's lights were so bright and I was like,
Just based on all this conversation, is there how retrospective do they get with the law? Like, how far back do they go with things? 'Cause
What's it called? That
statute of limitations.
statute of limitations. Yeah.
Aye, see if you say that was ages ago, by the way.
Yeah.
That's fine, innit?
Well, it's also when you're a comedian, you can go. I was making that up.
True.
I wasn't.
Storytelling.
I'm a storyteller.
Do you know what? Did you watch that documentary called "Should I Marry a Murderer"?
No.
It's the one where it's this Scottish woman who gets engaged to this guy.
My wife watched that, so I don't know a lot about it.
It's a woman's show, really. But I was watching it.
It's for the gays and the girlies.
You should watch it though. But it's I'll spoil it so you don't have to. It's basically this woman gets engaged to this guy, and they're having like this pure whirlwind romance. She seems a bit tapped, I would say, to say the least. She's intelligent woman though. She's a pathologist in her day job.
What does
I
that
don't
mean?
know what it is. I don't know. She's gone out
Studies
bodies.
All right.
She's gone out of their dead bodies and all that.
Oh.
Anyway, she meets this guy on Tinder or something. She starts going with him. Pure amazing life. He lives in a pure amazing life. He lives in a ranch somewhere up north.
Yeah.
A ranch. Listen, I'm not telling it perfectly. Anyway, time passes. One night they're having a great old time, and he says, "Look, can I tell you something?" And she's like, "Of course, I love you so much. We're engaged. I love you." And then he's like, "I did murder someone." And it was a really actual well-known Scottish case of he ran over a cyclist when he was drink driving, and then he buried him and his brother. Anyway, and she just keeps going back with him. It's tough, right? It's a tough watch. But my point is,
Must have been some ride.
she just kept going. He was just that beautiful, tall, handsome Scotsman. And I was looking at him. I was like, I don't know if that's true, but
One out
I
of
can
5
say
ain't
that
bad.
because he's a murderer.
Yeah.
I don't like calling people.
He was just a
hanky.
big kind of fat cunt.
Aye, and he had a farm, so
Aye.
she was just like, oh, brilliant.
Farm money.
That's it.
Somebody's like a fat
anyway,
farmer.
the point is, every time she's told a story about it, she'd be like, "Oh, we did this, and then we had a party on the farm, and then we drove here." And I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! You're just talking about taking A-class drugs and drinking, and then suddenly you're in a motor." It happened about 10 times, and I was like, "We're just kind of brushing over this. I feel like there should be additional charges for you." Even though she was the victim of this man's manipulation, but she was drink driving, and two wrongs don't make a right.
There was one bit I remember from it, and she was like, he took her out to see where the body was, and she dropped a wee can of juice there or something like that.
That was actually because she kept going back to live with him after she found this out, even though she'd been to the police and said, "All right, I just need to tell them he's a murderer." And then she was like,
She left a can of juice.
but the police didn't do anything.
Yeah,
so she
'cause
was
that
like,
doesn't
"Oh
mean
fuck!"
anything
I
to
thought it would immediately all end. And she was like, "Oh, I'll still go out with him." So she would go back and then she'd go, "No, I should really do something about this." So she got him to show him exactly where it was, and she put a can of Red Bull on the spot so she could tell the police that's where it is, and that is how they found the body. So she
Was
did
it-
some good things. She was a nice lassie. At
Was
the
it
end of the day.
diet? The light
Let her
blue?
know. She did admit to that.
And he gave her into trouble for it. He said, "Don't leave that there."
Put it there.
And he was right about that.
Aye.
He was right about that. So she should be done for littering and getting in the motor.
Aye.
But she could have just said, "I want 3 words or something."
She could have done that. Aye.
They didn't have all that.
All right, okay.
I don't know, maybe they did.
know.
But it was hard because I was watching it, I was going, "No, she's winning me over. I think she's a legend." And then I was going, "No, that's really bad. She shouldn't have done that."
Have you ever
And then
went
I
out
was
with somebody who admitted a crime?
It's a hard one, actually.
That's a hard one.
Have I went out with somebody that admitted a crime?
A horrible secret.
And what would you
Nothing.
do if they had admitted such a crime?
I know,
It
it's-
depends.
I
Do you
know,
what I mean?
it's all case by case basis.
I think
isn't it?
if you've
I'm with
got that
her.
hang with your
It sounds
brother,
like she was having a good night.
She
Like a
was
few nights?
quite often.
Yeah.
And do you know what? She was just looking for love, and aren't we all?
She was getting full of gear and getting rattled with some fat Doric farmer.
Funny
pretty
about
much
like, your big soapy breeze.
Oh,
Mind that guy? You know him?
of course I know him.
Soapy breeze.
Personally, it's
I'm thinking about when you came out the shower with your big soapy breeze.
oh.
And you
But
were
do you
laying
know
on
that
your
the one
side.
there was another one that went really viral with that at the same time, but it was a guy doing an impression of it, and I always had to say, "Whoa, that's not the real one,"
All
because he
right.
didn't say you're dripping like a knackered fridge. That wasn't him. That was another guy.
He did say big soapy breeze.
He did say big soapy breeze.
Aye, we can.
And wetter and wetter. For
Wetter
wetter
and
and wetter.
wetter.
and wetter.
Every second you're getting wetter and wetter. Oh, that's class.
I actually
big piece
love
of
accents
jam.
like that. I think they're great.
I think. Yeah.
Listen, I've been in many small towns in Scotland lately, and I want to say
Why?
Why? What you been doing in these
because I've been on
photos?
tour.
Oh, aye.
No, I wasn't even doing a segue there, but you made me. Because I've been on tour, right, and I've been
Cash
playing.
cow tour.
Yes, but I'm milking these places dry. But do you know what? Sometimes I'm in a town in Scotland, and I just think, do you know what? People want to live here, and they're happy with that. Like, because I
Where?
wouldn't be. And I think, like, anywhere I've been, I go, just live here then. Like, it's just
All the time.
it's not a city.
Yeah.
Did you go like right up the top to like?
No, I
like
say
Thurso
small
and that?
towns. I didn't say small towns at all. I was talking about Aberdeen.
Oh,
Which is a major city. But I mean, I went to, where was I? Perth, Dumfries. Let me tell you about Dumfries.
Yeah.
Right. Have you heard of something called Guide Neighbours?
Guide neighbours. What's
It's
that?
they have this
Neighbours.
festival every year,
Oh.
or it's like a parade.
Mm-hmm.
It's like fucking Glastonbury. Nobody told me it was happening. I came out of my hotel and I was like, "What the fuck is happening outside?" It went on for about 3 hours. It was the biggest parade I've ever seen.
Right.
It was like there was all sorts happening. I seen a lorry. There was just lorries going by with their sides off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they can take the sides
Aye,
off.
they take the
And
sides
it's
off,
like
aye.
I seen like a 65-year-old woman dressed as a crab, like like going to the crowd, like doing this, making
big
them sing
claws?
to her. Yeah.
that must have been fucking hard actually.
Let me hear you scream, Dumfries.
And
I'm
they
a
were,
crab.
and it was freed from desire. And they were loving that. But so afterwards, I went out, and then this girl came up to me and she went, "Why did you do your show on the day of Guide Neighbours?" And I was like, "What?" And I thought she said Deed Neighbours.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What's going on
That's
in these
up north.
places?" Aye, but she.
I
It's on the
drove
farm.
through like rural Dumfriesshire once after I come back for a festival called the Wickerman.
Nice.
Which is
Oh,
like
I went to Wickham once.
Wickerman's like get full of fucking drugs in a festival
And
in
did
a,
they do
for a
that?
weekend.
Burn somebody on a
Aye,
big.
aye,
Oh,
they
good.
burn the hang and all that, and
Brilliant.
And I'd lost my mind as well. I'd smoked too much of the hashish, and I was like driving back the next day. And I
Weed
was,
Willy Winky over here.
Oh, I was Weed Willy winking it for sure, and I was fragile. It was maybe before like Google Maps was good or anything like that, and I'm driving through some fucking mad.
Before it was good, not before it existed.
Not before it existed, but before it was
It
good.
was there, but it didn't work.
Or either I had probably like fucking 1G or something like that at the time on my phone.
Yeah.
So I'm just like
1
in the
gig's
middle
fine.
of nowhere. My pal John's in the motor, and then we get to this. It's like a little crossroads with like maybe 2 buildings at it, and then some cunt in a horse and cart in a wee suit like flag me down, and I'm like, what? And I rolled down the window. And he was like, "Excuse me, have you seen? Do you know where the wee 3-8er is?" And I was like, "Oh!" I just rolled the window back up and drove away. And
You think you'd went back in time?
me and my mate sat in silence for about an hour. We were freaking out.
You're like, did you see? Yeah, guy,
Aye. And then eventually, like, did he ask where the wee 3-8er was? In hindsight,
Wee
I think he was
theatre?
asking theatre.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And he was doing a touring play about Amish folk.
It was so wild. It's burned into my mind as like it is funny now, but there's still a wee bit of fear in it and going, what the fuck happened there?
Yeah. You're a UI. You have a propensity to get high and then Silent Susie kicks in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You-
Never used to happen. Just I don't know.
Do you know what? As a
After a while.
friend of many of my friends are massive stoners, right? And that's my least favourite bit. When I just turn around and I'm like, why is nobody talking?
Everybody's
And it's
just,
just me. I hate it. It's just a silence. Or I'm just I'm talking away and then that would happen anyway where I feel like I'm talking more than everybody and then I go, nobody's even listening. But I look round at them and their eyes are all red and they're just like... and they always want to do things and then get stoned. And then I'm like, can we not just do the thing?
yeah.
They love to go paddleboarding and get stoned on their paddleboard.
Really?
Oh.
Sorry, love my friends. Don't want to lose them. But they'd love to, and then they just sit in a lock and they're just gone.
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds like a recipe for disaster there, getting out in the water and getting inebriated.
That's what happened to
'Cause you could
that
drown.
Hallelujah boy,
What?
Jeff Buckley.
Oh.
Is that right?
Alexandra Burke. What
He
happened?
swam out when he was stoned.
Did he?
He'd been sniffing that glue. And he just went.
That's a bit different.
It's a wee bit different.
He'd been huffing glue, went for a swim and then drowned.
Do you know
I
what?
got told in primary school to tell me to no smoke.
Is that true? Is it a Marilyn Manson ribs type
yeah,
story?
he had his ribs removed so he could smoke more glue.
Do you know Kirsty McCall was actually fucking... Kirsty McCall was on the speed before she got her heat taken off like a motorboat engine.
Big bit of glue fell in her head in the
Do
lake.
you know what? I went swimming once in like this bit of Loch Lomond and I posted a picture on my Instagram and a Loch Lomond council replied to my story saying, "Hi, would you mind posting a story about how there's a risk of drowning here?" And I was like, that's not my responsibility.
Aye.
Don't
I'm
ruin my
having a
fun.
laugh, actually.
Aye, I was having a great time with friends who were fucking stoned.
Yeah.
Aye. There is a risk of drowning here, but no today. I've had a great day, actually.
I mean, it's just as you feel like saying, pay me.
Aye,
Give me £100 and I'll say that you might
Aye.
drown here.
I'll stop people from drowning for a nominal fee. Nothing comes free anymore. Come on.
Oh, that's
Like
wild, man.
Would that be cool? That would be your sort of digital lifeguard in a way, though. That's a nice moniker to have.
That sounds like a very modern job to have.
Aye.
Digital lifeguard.
Let's see people go.
When you're
"You don't even
drowning
get
in the doom
lifeguards
scroll."
anymore. It's just an iPad.
That's it. They put an iPad next to the fucking beach and then you try to spin past it.
See every lifeguard you've ever seen in your life, right? Think how many days they've actually had to do their job. 2 max, probably. Do you know what I keep thinking about when a life event happens? I think how long till the documentary? Like, see even there when I was watching football last night, I was like, I know somebody's winning 10 BAFTA Scotland awards for making a documentary about every perspective of the journey to this. Somebody's already planned that.
Who would you get to play Steve Clark? Is that his name?
An egg. Can we do some emotional range, Steve, actually?
I seen he was
Frustration.
getting it tight for being rude to a reporter last
He
night.
was getting it tight. He
I didn't
walked
even
out.
watch the video. I just scrolled, but I seen the
I've
headline.
always thought that aspect to sports is wild. Like there was that woman who didn't want to do the Wimbledon because
The Wimbledon.
the Wimbledon. She didn't want to do the Wimbledon.
Didn't want to do the Wimbledon.
Because-
Expand.
She was like, I just can't be arsed with interviews afterwards.
Fair.
It's pure. It's like the worst day of your life. You've just failed. Your whole life's dedicated to doing this thing. You've just been pumped publicly. And now somebody goes, where do you think it all went wrong? You'd be like, fuck up.
I know. And also, I like now a lot of footballers now, it's not their fault, but they left school when they were about 12, right? So, and as they say, they've been hitting the ball for a while.
Yeah.
But they somehow have this way of speaking in post-match interviews that's like learned. It's like radio presenters.
Well,
It's go, where
you
did this
know,
voice come from?
We put a
It
good
is-
shift in, and at the end of the day, things didn't go away. And so we're going to come back. We're going to try a wee bit harder. These are
Pretty much
why are we letting these daft
the-
cunts
It is
talk?
weird to see like real stupid cunts who are media trained and
know.
those two things
Aye,
colliding
that's
into
exactly what it is. I
And you're
suppose that the merging
What?
of those two worlds.
like, he's saying
not their
words
fault.
that I know, but
They couldn't be that good at what they do if they were at school.
Mhm.
And that's not their fault.
They didn't go to modern studies.
No.
They didn't go to.
Do you know what? In my school was a quite a unique thing. There was a thing called the School of Sport, and it was like they had this big building where they basically like trained athletes, right? But people would come from all over Scotland to study there to go to the School of Sport, right? But then they would and they'd be for these wee posh wee towns. Then they'd have to be merged with all these people for like Ibrox and Kinnan Park, and they would like sometimes some of them would go off the rails and they'd give up on their sport and they would like discover going to a gaff and all that. And it was great to see the downfall of a potential athlete. But then loads of them went on like won medals in the Commonwealth Games and all that. But I always liked the ones that were like for a wee town. Then someone gave them an eckie once and they went.
We had
I want
that
a
in
bar
my
and
call,
this
college.
man,
is
to
how
play
we end up
badminton.
getting pumped 3-0 by Brazil because
true.
the good ones are damaged geniuses and they end up on the eckies.
I just
It's
don't
absolutely
understand how it's no fair. The World Cup.
See, last night I was really thinking they can't be pushing them like that. It's no fair.
Well, you can't, but also it's like some countries are bigger than other countries.
Yeah.
If you're fucking Cape Verde, Capo Verde, and then, as they say, then
Is
there's
that-
only
is that
like
exactly
10
what they
cunts
say?
in that island, and you're going up against the USA.
pretty sure it's more than 10.
It's 5 people or something.
Let's get
You
less.
just get half that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's-
Half
We'll have them left
I
to
know
go to
they
World
had
Cup.
an earthquake, but fucking hell.
But
they?
Scotland, how many people in Scotland?
5 million?
it's
5
to
million?
6.
How many people are in America? 1 billion?
300 million.
Really? Is that all?
350 million.
Is that all?
Something like that.
Aye.
What's
What
the
Quite a
difference?
lot. It's like the third biggest population in the world of a
Yeah.
country.
And then,
You're going, is that fucking the best she's can take? 300 million.
well, that's it. But Brazil's fucking big as well.
I know.
And they're full of like cool people.
Tell you what, as a not avid follower of football, I've not laid eyes on Neymar for you. Is he always looked 65? I've not seen him since he's. What has he been doing?
I tell you what he's not been doing. He's been no playing football for 6 months and shagging his sister for.
Oh, I
his
forgot
whole
he does
life.
that. I remember that.
Shaka.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
sister shagging.
He was
Allegedly.
looking terrible. I was rough.
Do you think it's the spiritual damage that incest causes to this soul?
It definitely could be.
And it's just, always.
He was at a fork in the road.
Yeah.
There when he was like, I'm really doing. I can be the best, or I can shag my sister. And it's a fork in the road.
I
But
wanna be the very best.
but people don't tell you about forks in the road. You can come back and take the other road.
Wow.
You know,
The thing about
and that's what
It's
he's
more of
doing.
a junction.
there's
Aye.
forks in the road. There should be 4 paths rather than 2 every
Aye,
time.
if you want to call it a fork.
Aye. Aye. There should be 4 paths you can
Aye.
take.
And there
That's
should be a
just true.
knife as well in this book.
Yeah. There should be- I've got a knife in the road. It's the only way is to shag my sister.
One of my friends always gets like figures of speech so close to being right, but says them wrong. Like she'll be like, "Oh, I was standing here like a sore thumb," and I'm like, "So close, you were sticking out like a sore thumb." And have you heard the phrase? People say it's the snake that eats itself.
Ouroboros,
The
yeah.
best one she ever said was, "It's the steak that eats itself." And I get where she was going. You know what I mean?
Self-eating steak.
It's the
Just a
steak that
cow
eats
is
itself.
fucking sick of it all.
Yeah. Cannibalistic cow. The steak,
Steak that eats
itself.
itself.
That's great.
But actually, going back to us being fucked in sports because we don't, because everyone likes to get on it too much. Well, that's what, and I'm really getting into football chat. I'm hoping you're approving. Gordon Strachan getting it typed for saying we're at a genetic disadvantage as Scottish people. And then years later, he was saying, "See, I fucking told you."
What do you know?
Look
he's-
at us.
He's fucking right because I was in the stadium in Boston for the Haiti game, and even just existing in the heat, even at night time, I
Oh,
was
aye.
like, I'm fucking fat and shattered.
Aye.
I couldn't imagine having to run about out there.
And even if you spent your full life like dedicated to being like really physically fit, no drink, no taking drugs, you've got a line of like 18 dads and your grandads and great grandads that are the biggest alcoholics that have ever walked on earth.
Generational
so
trauma.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
Aye.
It's like during the Troubles, the famine, which was troubling in its one way, to pay credence.
In which way?
Just the bad things that were happening.
Oh, aye.
But they were like, it meant that the Irish people who survived the famine were people who kept fat on them easy. So it led to like more fat Irish people.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Whereas if you were like,
anybody's fault.
yeah,
So you calling Irish people fat?
some of them have fatness to them because of the famine. And
Fatness to
who
them.
survived.
right,
Yeah,
okay.
they have a
That's
fatness to them.
A certain je ne sais
That's
quoi.
a hell of a way to just say that.
Well, I
Do
love
you know
Irish
what I
people
mean?
and I think they're class, so it's not an insult, it's just a noticement.
Is that the new way of saying, "Oh, I'm just big boned"? Like, no, actually,
Oh,
this is famine genetics. Actually,
That's an excuse for it. And that's the day and age.
you can't say.
Well, that's
you
what-
can't say, "Oh no, I'm no fat." It's famine genetics. You can't get away with that.
Talk to Irish scientists.
Talk to
'Cause I do.
Jonny Ozempic, right? It exists.
No.
Aye, no. So listen, see if you're Irish out there and you're carrying a bit of weight, you're not getting away with it anymore, right? I'm sorry. You need to let go of the traumas of the past and get some fucking Manjaro down you.
I'm so scared of the fallout of this that I don't want to contribute
Yeah.
to the famine chat.
Oh,
You're braver than
I'm
me.
against the
I
famine.
have
You're
zero
against
worries
it.
about it.
Good.
I think it was terrible what the British done to them.
How good. You saved yourself now.
Yeah, I hate the British. Chuck-a-la and all that, you know what I mean? But fucking, it's rough stuff.
You're not walking it back. You're not walking it
I'm
back.
walking it forward with my head held high.
Did I talk last week about the Americanized toilet seats in Kilkenny?
Oh, the big ones, the big fat ones.
The big ones. I think I was in
extra
Kilkenny and when I sat down the toilet seat, I nearly fell in it. My wee arse nearly fell right through the toilet seat. And I was like, why is the seat so wide? It's because they've been Americanised for the American giant arse with the amount of tourism there.
And a lot for us genetically, I think there's a lot of Mike Wazowski arses for Monsters Inc. You know, his wee arse.
Flat.
You know, no, but he's all big.
Comes in.
Mike Wazowski, and then he's just got his wee arse.
Wee bit right
and it doesn't even go out.
Yeah.
Because you can have a fat arse.
Yeah, of course.
But you can also have a Mike Wazowski.
You can have a
and
Sully
be
O'Sullivan.
fat.
What was his name? No, Sully O'Sullivan. That's it.
Sully, he's all big.
Yeah.
Mike's
James P. Sullivan.
That's probably genetically trying to hide their arses for the English. I would say.
true.
I don't think they were pumping their asses.
No,
They
no,
probably were. Listen,
maybe.
they would have been. And the
Some of them.
savagery of war, they
Yeah.
would have been.
You seen that bit in, what is it? Rob Roy? Is that the name of it?
Aye,
Is that a
probably.
film? Rob Roy?
Still-
And I think it's Brian Cox. Is the
Aye,
Scottish
probably.
guy
It
in
all sounds like it could be
Sounds
true.
real.
Brian Cox has got one of my dogs.
Does he?
What?
Aye. Well, one of my mum and dad's
Did
dogs.
you sell him it or does he take it?
Brian Cox is a guy. He was like Hamish's dad in Braveheart, wasn't he?
Aye.
That's
Aye.
one way of
So-
describing his career, yeah.
He's-
The
yeah,
Succession
that's one way.
erasure.
Some people say Succession.
What,
Rushmore?
Succession? No,
Yeah.
watched it.
Succession 5.
I turned up to my mum and dad's house and got.
Fuck off!
I'll tell you what, by the way. Interesting development here. Interesting development. My
Brian Cox
my dad phoned me yesterday, right, and he said Robbie, the boy dog, who is like this dog he's a good looking boy. Do you know what I mean?
What kind?
You need to see his dad's
Staffy.
dogs because
He's a
Staffy, my favourite.
I had to leave the house the last time because objectively you could tell that he was more handsome than me. And I was
he
like,
was
I
very
don't live in a
Morgans.
fucking house where a dog's looking at me like that.
That's why I've only ever had like really like physical deformity pets.
And he's like a stud. People come
Oh,
from
aye.
all over to get this cunt spunk and all that. People bring dogs from Holland to have
Wow.
my dad's dog shag it in the back garden and all that. It's crazy. But yesterday,
one of the most Protestant sentences ever.
I also feel it's something you would hear somebody say in the playground.
Yeah. No,
People
seriously,
come
dogs come
from
from Holland to
Holland
shag my dog.
to shag my dad's dog.
Honestly. No, my dad's dog could pump your dad's dog if it was for Holland.
Well, listen, it could if they could afford it.
That's it.
Cunt's got
No, you
primo
can't
spunk.
afford my dad's dog spunk.
And that's good because people used to hate staffies. You used to be able to get a staffy on the side of a road.
Aye.
No, you
and,
need to see these dogs though.
Oh, beautiful.
We'll
The
have a
musculature,
Flat head.
flat head,
flat
flat
head, you could
chest.
just
Big
go,
giant head.
Oh, aye.
Big
Love the
arse.
big cranium.
Eyes
Big
that stare
arse.
through you. But sadly, yesterday, Robbie had one of his testicles removed. My dad phoned me. We had a
Don't
half
say
an
that to
hour
me.
phone call.
I can't hear
about
that right
how
now.
he had a solid inflamed testicle and it had to be
Solid?
removed. Aye.
Solid as a cock.
And then he told me about how they done a scan of it, and he told me in detail how different the two testicles looked on the scan, and I was like, well, I was just phoning to catch up. Do you know what I mean? But
That happened to me.
one of them was like, it was like cloudy, and the other one you just couldn't really see anything in it. And I was like, right, no boss. He's like, well, your mum wants to just take the bathroom off. But I was like, no, you can't do that to him. He'll be freaking
And
out.
how's it work? Can you still will he become less of a premium dog?
Well, who knows? You know what I
Gotta
mean?
be.
We'll
You don't need to
see.
tell people.
Aye, we'll need to see if he's still spunking. I mean, surely he's only half spunking now. Do you know what I mean? He's
No,
spunking
that's
for
not how it
one.
works.
I didn't know
What?
this.
That's how it works.
But
But it's
how do you
go
know
like this.
how do you know how dogs'
Trust me.
testicles spunk works?
Is there like a requirement in this podcast
show. This program.
to try and work it back to spunk?
Not a requirement, but
No.
There's a tendency.
it's encouraged.
Aye.
Was that something that would maybe put you off coming on?
No, definitely not. I just do you know what one of my aunties said to me the other day? Sorry, this read my story. And like we'd never make a like joke like this. One of my friends was talking about one of the things what are the things called you get injected in your polynucleotides.
Never heard.
People
of it.
get salmon sperm injected
Oh, aye,
under
the
their eyes.
skin, yeah,
Apparently
yeah, yeah.
that's what it's called. And I said to it was my cousin actually, and I went, what are you talking about? And man, he went, you just heard her say sperm and you ran air. I was like, excuse me? I was like, there's so many layers to that. I was like, why would you say that?
You're a spunk hungry deviant rushing
Why would
over.
you say that to an idiot? And do you know what the worst part was? We were at a wake.
Right.
Oh.
Aye.
So
R.I.P.
no,
Sorry for
yeah.
your loss.
Emotions
good.
running high. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? People
that was
say
out of
things
order
that they
though,
regret.
wasn't it?
Aye,
People are
that's-
always having a go at me at wakes.
Really?
Yeah. They're always like, oh, well, move to the West End. I had to lift my granny's coffin. Well, I've lifted my granny's coffin and my granddad's coffin. It was, it's a small family. So
a small family, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm one of the tallest, but not bragging. But I was like, because I was about to do exercise, I started stretching at the graveside, like doing my hammies and all that. And now my uncle was like fucking stretching at the graveside. So West End. It's like
they would just say it in the West End, wouldn't they?
I know. Having a coffee.
Do you know there's someone in my family you could say it and she'd just go, oh, lucky for some. Like you should be like, oh, I went to the pub this weekend. Oh, right, is that what you do? Well, I'm actually working. You know. And I've got Wayne's, and like 8, and you could say, "Oh, lucky for some." It's like they want us to die.
Yeah,
for
they
having
want
a
you
life.
to sit in a grey cube and no experience joy or entertainment. In any
I
way.
mean, going to the pub is fine, but stretching next to a grave.
lucky for
I
some.
was lifting a fucking coffin.
You
weren't lifting it. It was getting placed on your
My
shoulder.
tiptoes. Sometimes I
take
can.
the hit.
Sometimes I can.
And you're also there's many other people doing it. You weren't doing it yourself. Sorry, that's quite harsh. If that
I
was
just
quite
wanted.
an
I didn't want to
upsetting
do a
moment.
bad job.
And you did.
And I before I started taking magnesium, before I started taking magnesium, I had tight legs.
Oh,
but this
right.
episode's sponsored by magnesium, and you can lift anything on that
Just
shit.
magnesium, no particular
Are
brand.
you, are you
Particular
a
brand.
supplements?
I
brand?
know because
Okay.
I just forget to take them. I did have a phase a few years ago where I had like 6 things that I was like, I'm going to take them all every morning. And then I just forget, and then they're dead as fuck. And then I go, you need to really be doing it for a long time to see if it's working. And I would never do that with anything.
I don't know. There's these ones that Boots do, and they're like brightly coloured.
Sounds great. Do you know what it's for? It's got to Boots
What's
and buy
called
the.
All Set, and it's like a multivitamin that's just a kind of general thing. So I take them in the morning. The first time I took that, I felt like I was taking an Eki or something. I just felt a pure burst.
I've never even got a done off like a good painkiller. See, when the painkiller addiction that is rife in this country, I've tried to get into it.
Thanks, Sackler family.
But it's not. But there must be something wrong with me because now people are like, I remember my brother saying to me once, he went, Paul, 2 Cocodamol on an empty stomach and you're flying.
Yeah.
I tried it.
Have you had a tramadol?
I have.
Tramadol and a couple of beers, I felt incredible.
Tramadol, Peroni.
Whilst behind the wheel.
It's an Irish cunt for the past.
It's actually no far off it. As I come back from Broughty Ferry, so I kicked in somewhere on the way back from Broughty Ferry. I remember lying in my bed thinking, I can't feel anything. Is this how I'm supposed to feel? Is this how you feel if you never have anything bad happen to you?
That's what people say. It's a kind of a total relaxation of I'm sound. I'm not worried about anything. So I'm really shoplifting,
Valium or something.
painkillers, drink driving.
Yeah, there was a comedian when we started who had like a lot of pain problems, and she says to me, "You laugh."
the way of describing it. Sorry to this person.
They had a lot of pain problems. I don't know funny as I don't think, but she went, just have one of these, and I had one sip of Peroni and one full tramadol, and I was looking at the window just as the stars going past, and I was like, I've never known peace like this. It was so thrilling.
Maybe I haven't had tramadol. Maybe I'm going to try it.
People
But people
it's
tell me all the time. But I got my deviated septum fixed, and they gave me fentanyl.
Did they?
But I didn't know that was like normal because in a medical, because I was away with it. Like I'd been like put to sleep, whatever. I'm coming back to, and there was just this nurse there, and he's gone, I'm just administrating this fentanyl, and I was away with it, and I was like I'm like in an American prison. And he was like, what? And I was like they're all, that's rife in prison, it's ruining everybody's life. And he was just like, all right. And then I was like, we have met before, haven't we? And he just walked away from me and just left me with my fentanyl going into my arm, but it was great.
Yeah.
We've
met before. Where do you think you'd met him?
I don't know, in a dream.
In a dream.
And then I was convinced that he knew Chapel Roan for some reason. And I was so paranoid that I was going to say something crazy when I was coming back to, because you see the videos and people are going nuts, and I was scared I was going to like reveal like a deep dark secret of my family's lore or something. But I'm just loving fentanyl and being scared that it was too rife in American prisons.
I saw a guy in Boston there who was like I'd say 99% on the fentanyl, because he was in a doorway and he'd somehow he'd like just folded his body into like a circle. You know, like see when you see like
he was the steak that ate himself.
He was what? He was the steak that ate himself. It really, you know, when you see like a cartoon image of a jobby, it's like that, and then there's another one, and then there's
Let me picture this in my head.
He had folded himself into basically a human version of that.
Let me go to my mind palace.
What are you gonna hear?
Cartoon
And was
version
the
of a
head
job.
at the top? Like I'm thinking of the layers of the cartoon.
He
Oh,
was
like
just
like that hotel in Edinburgh.
yeah,
Aye.
he was like a human version of that, just on the deck in this doorway. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody
Like a
gave a fuck
cobra?
about him. Like it was again me walking past, going, "Look at that guy!" And someone went, "Oh yeah," and I was like, it was the same as in that bathroom in Las Vegas with the cunt leaning at 45 degrees. I was like, "Check, stay at that cunt," and everyone was like, "Oh, you all right, buddy?" And I'm like, nobody noticed that guy before I said it. No?
We used to have a guy at a 45-degree angle permanently in our street, and people used to call him the human stapler. Because he shaped like a stapler. He had complex issues, obviously. I'm sorry about that, but
What were
he
the
was the human. I don't know, but he was the human stapler.
They're too complex to understand.
And you would say like next to the human stapler's house, or like it became a bit point of reference. Yeah, he was the human
It's like
stapler.
that.
But I didn't understand. I don't understand why he couldn't just. Sorry,
just flip him up a
I
wee bit.
just stone up.
Aye.
No, sorry, really bad.
Why can
Maybe
these
no.
people not just stand up?
No, him particularly. And do you know, he always had the stance of, you know, an old man going through a museum, like hands behind his back, but at a 45-degree angle.
Maybe
That's
he
awesome.
needed like fold it and reset.
Aye.
But you
That's
get
probably
old
it.
people like that who are like look down as we punk crackers.
All people that are like,
Aye.
what? What did you do with your hat?
Whoa.
All people,
Pride month in front of me.
I'm not saying you get gay old
You
people.
get old
I'm saying
people
you
that
do
like
get
that.
gay
I'm like,
old
yeah, you
People
do.
don't say you don't.
Not a
You
lot.
do. There's
Not
so many gay old people you
you
wouldn't
saying-
even know.
Why are you saying not a lot?
But you get people who are like they look down all the time.
Speaking
No,
of gay
on
old
people.
people, actually, do you remember that phase of like the internet where what was the famous one? Meat Spin. Do you remember Meat Spin?
Uh-huh.
People
Yeah.
would say you go on this website and then you'd go on it and it was
Yeah.
just a gay porn circling
Yeah.
in circles. There was another one like
Lemon
that, and
Party.
it was all Lemon
Lemon
Party.
Party,
Yeah,
three old
aye, that was the
guys.
3 old guys. So
Aye.
there's old gay
They
people,
were
and that's
blowing
when I
each
learned.
other. I
Aye.
think they would maybe doing it for a laugh.
Who was coding those websites
What?
for a
who's
laugh?
co-
Do
who's
you think
code-
being gay is funny?
But it's fun.
Old people being gay is funny
Yeah.
because it doesn't fit their vibe.
No. Imagine you're supposed to be
It's
having
like the what's
where
the
there's
pub
original in your
town?
mouth?
The
No,
Admiral.
a
The
boner.
Admiral.
The
That's-
Waterloo.
The Waterloo.
Aye.
That's it.
Waterloo.
That's
like
good. That's an old gay pub.
Aye. It's fucking
got that
class.
We
woman-
had a night out in there.
It's class. I loved it.
That
You
was
know
a
the
night, and it was that.
women-
What was that song that was playing?
Hey, 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 hey.
Oh yeah.
And
Do you
what
know that
song?
song?
That? No.
Hey, hey,
Hey.
don't you?
Oh, forget about me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a bit in that song where it goes, hey, 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 and it goes, ooh,
Yeah.
and he fell over as it was the.
That's physical comedy.
That was yeah. But he
Roscoe,
didn't mean it.
I long to hear you sing more. See, since I seen that video of you with the orchestra,
Aye.
I want you to sing more.
Sing
Do you
a
know-
song for him.
Do you know what I was fucking ready? I done an interview with Arlene, Grant Stott and Arlene. Well, I was out in Boston in a bar.
I think I'm
fucking
doing that
getting on
tomorrow.
it.
The Radio,
Well-
Radio Scotland.
Aye. And at the end of it, she was like, oh, well, I hope you don't give up the day job. And I was like, what do you
Whoa.
mean? She's like, well, the singing. I was like, you fucking talking to?
Sorry, the whole point is that we were going, Roscoe can sing.
Roscoe
Aye,
can sing, actually, though.
Arlene, I was holding it back a wee bit and like blokeifying it up because it was a football song. So actually,
Aye.
fuck you,
I was trying
Arlene,
not to
right?
be gay while doing it.
Aye, exactly, Arlene, right?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear that.
I think.
But you know what? My dream for you, I have a dream for everyone, and I'll get to yours.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it.
But my dream for you, Roscoe, is I think you should be voicing an animated animal in a film.
Aardvark.
Like, can you imagine like a rambunctious porcupine or something?
Oh, I'd love to
or
do
a
that.
skunk.
I'd love to do that because you
Skunk.
don't even have to put jeans on to do that.
No,
kind of
you
work.
don't,
Do you know
and
what I
you don't
mean?
even need to learn anything.
That's what
And
John
I just
Cleese-
think you would eat that up. You would do really well as an animated, rambunctious cartoon character.
I would love that. Oh, don't eat my arse because it's
Oh,
jaggy,
well,
stuff
no,
like
you're-
that.
They will only be saying that because it will,
Right,
it will be
kids.
for kids. But the good thing about kids animated feature films is that there'll be songs. So you'll get your solo, and it's all about how everyone counted you out because you're just a wee skunk.
I'm too spiky.
They're not spiky.
No, sorry, I said porcupine first.
I'm from a mixed marriage. I'm a new type of animal. I'm spiky and I'm stinky.
That's good.
No one ever
a bit maudlin.
That
loved
could be
me.
like Over the Hedge 5.
When I was a young warthog.
When he was a young warthog. That's my favourite thing to sing.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. Also, I should say this. I did also say that to Fern Brady, right? Just in case you think I go about saying
No,
comedians.
Fern's
Man
more
room
like...
for you.
Everybody, you should have an
But I
animated.
think you and Fern together is 2 Scottish porcupines.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And that could work, but she has actually done it since.
She's done a cartoon.
Because that's when I told her, I went, I've been meaning to tell you, you've just got the voice for this, but now you've done it, doesn't mean much. But not
Fern's
a
got
lot
a
of
great
people have.
voice.
But you could do it as well. I don't have the voice for it.
You don't think you get the voice to be a porcupine?
I don't know. I feel like I don't have, like, you have a.
I think you could be a caterpillar.
That's what we're going to go back to. This is because the caterpillar in A Bug's Life is gay. And he is, by the way.
No, he's not.
He is. He's gay and French.
No,
He's German and French. I've been through this.
You go in a cocoon, you come out. That's
Yeah.
that's the subtext.
But we're all like that. We're all
Didn't
like
know
that.
Are we?
No, in ways, use are like that in straight ways. Sorry.
I'm a
Bye,
bisexual
Rachel.
legend.
Sorry about that. But I've done that to you before
Bye,
on a
Arisha.
podcast.
Yeah.
But it's
No, I think caterpillar. The caterpillar. Is he a homosexual?
yeah, no, he is. I've explored this. He is, and
You
German.
exploded it.
Yeah, I've explored it.
you could see that.
Oh, I can't fit in the hole.
Yeah,
Well, there you go.
But
and
that's,
where are the gayest people? Germany, even straight men in Germany. The German voice is the gayest voice.
Yeah, let's have a
Like,
Fritz
how
Cola.
gay? That's so gay.
Yeah, that is
The
gay.
gayest bug you can be, in my opinion. But anyway, you could do a caterpillar, but not a gay one or German one. I believe in it. I can see it, and I think there's a big paycheck out there.
I think a lot of bugs are quite gay.
oh, that's me a butterfly now.
Oh, people, Americans, especially after all this, them loving us.
They'd be crazy.
They'd love that.
They really did love us out there. It was actually terrifying. And I was like, these are actually loving us too much now.
Aye, but they want to do Twin Cities and all that.
Aye.
Don't know what that does for us.
Even
Unless
in
the only thing I care about is free flight, and when is free flight happening for anything? That's all I care about.
I don't think
so.
any
If we
Twin
became
City
Twin
does that.
City, no, I know, but I mean that would be what would make something relevant to me. If it was like, because we're Twin Cities, you get free accom and free flights.
Get a zip line across to it if it's a
That
twin.
would be good.
Yeah.
Actually, I went to Boston about 10 years ago, right? And I
Did you?
was walking down the street and I was like, is that a Primark? Why is there a Primark here? And I went into it and it was freezing. I was trying to buy gloves and I just heard this woman go, are you two all right to jump on the tills? And I was like, oh, fuck. I just went up to her and went, are you Scottish? And she went, aye, but I've been here for 2 years now. I opened this store. I worked in the Primark at the Forge and they just sent me here. There's 10 years here. There's a lassie for air. And I was like, you just live in Boston? She went, aye, it's nice.
That's
And then she knew
crazy,
my
isn't it?
sister.
Wow.
Primark in Boston. I was genuinely like, what the fuck? And I tweeted about it at the time and it got posted on one of those like Scottish patter pages. And then the woman replied and she was turned out she knew my sister. So there's
That's
a good
amazing,
connection
isn't
already.
Yeah.
Do you know where I liked in Boston? I went to Salem, right?
Oh,
it's about an
aye.
hour away. I think.
Witchcraft.
Loved that. There was lots of people who are now people that say they are a witch.
Uh-huh.
I like
Witchy
that.
lassies, pagan.
But not just like, oh, I witchy aesthetics. They're being witches.
yeah, goths.
And see, the thing is, I'll admire it, but also it's quite hard today in the modern world because people just what we do something then prove that you're a witch.
Trust me.
My wife's quite witchy, I'll say that. Her granda always said she was a witch.
That's actually true. Your,
And,
your wife is descended from wizards
That
and
cunt
warlocks.
was
That's
a
good.
wizard, aye. Her granda
A
left.
wizard in a Protestant way.
Well, no, a wizard in...
That's what they call him, the Grand Wizard.
Aye, no, he was
Yeah.
a wizard in I've Lost My Fucking Mind way.
Oh, good. But much better.
Had a
You
lot
would
of
have
young
loved his funeral.
girlfriends.
A lot of younger, you would have loved his funeral. It was class.
Oh.
There was a woman up the back in like a black veil wailing that nobody knew, and nobody
That's
asked any questions. I think that was one of the biggest crimes. Nobody asked any questions to
See,
her.
that's what you want. You want people to say that funeral was class. You would have loved that.
Yeah.
That's what we need more of.
Aye.
I want to have
Wizards.
I want to pay like 9 Chinese guys guys to sit at the back of my funeral, like with no expression, and people are like,
Must be
how
related.
did he know
It'd
that?
be good to just plan things that
Must be related.
constantly freak people out and like just I don't get it, just confuse people.
Yeah. Well, it's been great having you on, Paul. Thank you so much. You're doing Cash Cow on tour.
Yes.
Glasgow at the
Citizens Theatre.
sets. The new. If you want, even if you don't like Paul and you hate him, and you just want to see what the new refurbishment
Yes,
looks like.
and it's a very nice refurb.
Yeah, aircon, I'd imagine.
Yes. Oh, I think so.
Yep.
Just 4 nights. So you need to come
4
to them all
nights. Yeah.
because I'm scared that's too many.
No,
it's
it'll
too
be
late.
great.
What are you going to buy with the money from the Cash Cow tour?
I'm going
What's
to
the-
reinvest in myself.
Oh.
That's smart.
Yeah.
By buying what?
I don't know. I need a car. I'm carless. I
Yeah.
keep hiring cars
Do you?
instead of buying one.
So you can drive, but you don't have a car?
No, because but I did have a car. Some people don't want to hear this again, but it was smashed to smithereens by a leading bus
So it
company that I
was.
can't name.
Miguel's.
No, it's no the second one. I'll tell you that.
It's not the second
It
one.
was. Right,
Oh, it's the
Aye,
original.
I was on an legal battle with them for some time that I was so traumatized I didn't get another car.
This is why you're doing the
But
Cash
then I
Cow.
went on tour and I've been away, so I will get one. But maybe I'll buy a car.
Uh-huh.
You could get a Nissan Cash Kai with your
Oh,
Cash Cow money.
Cash-
That would.
Oh,
that would be something.
right. I need to approach brand partnership with Qashqai.
Yes.
Good.
Nissan, great Japanese company. They have sliding doors on their cars.
What do you call yourself? A Japanophile? There's a better word.
Pedophile.
That's it. I forgot.
No, wait.
We were all waiting. We're all lining up.
No, I'm not actually a paedophile. It's a Japanese video game that I'm repping, Dark Souls. I just think I've got a healthy respect for other cultures.
There's no name for it.
No, there is Japanophile, I guess. Nihonphile.
Thanks for having me on this. I want to say this right before I go. I
Say
want to
yes.
say what Billy Connolly was to the shipyards, you two were to the cat house smoking area. I want to say that. I want to say that.
That is one of the most beautiful things anyone's ever said.
When we
about
were
me.
coming up
Yes,
the
true.
stairs and I was wearing this and this shite and you were wearing all this shite and I was just like, yeah, he's going to think that he's in some mad Mosher podcast.
Well,
Yes.
well,
Look at these socks.
It's so strange that
you
they're
know
a
I
cowboy.
can dabble in that. I don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be scared of that.
You're an emo.
I was in the cat house.
You're a
smoking
former
area.
emo.
And R.I.P. the Ladybird.
R.I.P. Ladybird.
Um,
R.I.P. Kenny Goth. R.I.P. Top Hat Guy if he's still kicking a ball
Is it
somewhere.
still
no
open?
idea.
I've not been in about 7 years. I would
Still
say.
going.
Still
I've
going.
Do you know, I
not been in
I
ages.
went once with an ex-girlfriend because she wanted to go.
You only been once.
And I was like, this is shite. Then I seen,
Pretender.
I wasn't that kind of thing.
The best thing, what you really missed out, because the best thing about the cat house was always, you will never be the
The
worst looking
smelling
person
cunt.
there.
Or
Or
worst
smells,
looking.
yeah. I was going to say uglies and I said that's no nice.
No, it's fair though.
Worst person,
It's
you'll
true.
never be, there'll always be someone worse. And
You
that's
never
why you
smell
should
the
go
worst.
places.
There was
No,
some-
never.
It
Not even
was-
top 50.
You're talking about at least 40, an easy 40% goblin ratio.
See, when I
Or
went to
people
see
in
My
there.
Chemical Romance at the Hydro, and I was like, they've got to cans of deodorant. They need to over the full Hydro with some links.
Like when you're in a plane and it starts to smell and they have that spray.
Oh,
Well, even My Chemical Romance, the band are a bit now. You're kind
Aye.
of you usually look like
and they get away
You
with
think
it.
Frankie Aero smells?
they're all like old fat artisty guy, old fat nerdy guys now. They're no like the young pomp where they had the fucking outfits on. They were all fucking. They had that kind of gauntness to them.
Oh no, the
of
gaunt days are
partying.
gone. Now it's fluid retention.
Puffy emos.
Cortisol phase.
Cortisol face. It's been great having you on doing your thing.
Thank you.
We love you. We think you're very funny, and people should go see Cash Cow at the Citizens Theatre.
Let's get this
Yes.
man a
And where
more.
else are you on the road?
That's the last stop.
That's the last stop on the tour.
It's show 18 final stop. It's go.
That's awesome. Oh, we didn't even talk about when we were in London together. We got Stephen.
Yeah, when we were in London, we thought it'd be great to network and meet new people in the creative industry. So we went for a drink with 5 Scottish people that we already know.
Yeah, and one Irish guy who doesn't stand up anymore.
Not just stand up, I just met him. And now he stopped.
Yeah.
And I loved him.
He met you and he went, okay, this. No, it was great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for
like and
joining us here.
subscribe and all that stuff.
What was that? Like and subscribe and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shooting road, shooting road, shooting road.
I like it.
Shooting road, shooting road.